Yo, chat, what's up? Ah, that's why it's off. Okay, I see. Ooh. I have no idea what we are gonna do today, but I will start with looking at some Manim pull requests. Because there are lots of these and, well, I've been lazy recently when it comes to reviewing pull requests, I have to say, unfortunately. All right. So I still have lots of stuff up from recording my video. So we need to clean up first a little bit, but I can actually show you what I have to clean up. This is already fine, although I should probably increase the font size a little bit so that you guys can read something when we click on stuff. So what else do we have to fix? What other windows do we have here? This one, we can actually re-enable Copilot. And increase font size again. So what's good? Is this large enough for you guys on stream, or should I go one more? One more maybe. That's but it's so large. I'll have it like this and wait until somebody complains. Then we can close down the Jupyter Notebook thing because everything has been dealt with. Yep, Manim with Ease repository is synced. Close it down. What's that? Can't remember, doesn't look important. We close. Easy. Okay. Git checkout. Main. Git pull. Okay, minor changes. Good, good. What is the trash that I have in here? I can remove these. There was some performance thing that we were looking at. Oh, I completely forgot I wanted to show the Cybertruck demo. I mean, I think actually that would have been too much probably for my... that would have been too much for the demo. Have you ever seen the chat? Have I ever showed you that? Because I don't think I have. So look at that. The fun thing is with the OpenGL renderer, you can also write your custom shaders. And well, if you know a little bit about shaders and have ever been on the Shader Toy website, you will know that there's lots of fun stuff on there. And one thing that I think Naveen has done, at least he was the one where I first saw the example, is the following. Manim QH actually, render OpenGL preview Cybertruck. What do you think, chat? That's Manim. I always think that's pretty fun. But yeah, we're nowhere near we're nowhere near the point where something like this can be made out of the existing building blocks, unfortunately. Let's render once more. It's pretty sick, I have to say. Everything about it, basically. You know what would be interesting? At the moment, I know basically nothing about how shaders actually work. And I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun to, well, look into that a little bit. Maybe we'll do a stream like the render loop stream that we did recently. Not today, but at some point. And then we can step together through how this file exactly works. Because it can't, I mean, there has to be some logic to it, right? It's not entirely just random stuff. Cybertruck. Yeah, it's just the surface. It's just the surface that is being updated. It's actually pretty interesting to me. So let me quickly do one thing. I can make myself a little larger again. Should be fine. Oh. So yeah. That's Cybertruck. But we don't look at that today. We won't. We could continue writing the deep dive, but I actually should review some pull requests because I haven't done it in a long time, and I fear that stuff is getting stale already. So we should merge the ones that are approved and then look at some of those that are, well, where changes are requested, or and see whether those have already been submitted. And then we'll see. Yeah, so that's my plan for like the next, maybe I'll do it for like an hour or so. And then after, I'm not even sure what we're playing today. We could play some more Slay the Spire. I usually enjoyed it. But I've also heard that there's Vampire Slayers update, so maybe we can look into that as well. Would be interesting. But yeah, we can see whatever we feel like later, chat. Whatever we feel like later. Okay, so what are we doing first? Is there anything else I need to close here? I can actually close this. This was still from the video. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy that today was video release day. That worked pretty well. Can close this down, can close this down. So we have... Wait, that was not the thing I wanted to click. There's actually... Where is the thing? Manim with ease. The one thing I'm really kind of sad about is that the interactivity stuff doesn't work with the OpenGL. That doesn't work with the binder stuff. So even though I have collected the code for the video that I released today, even though I have that in this file here, in this notebook, which you can... There's a link to that you can just go to and then run the scenes online, but unfortunately the interactive part doesn't work. The rest does, fortunately. I've actually never checked whether it actually runs on Binder. We should maybe quickly do that and maybe see. Wait. Hey everyone. No, I'm streaming. Go away. Go away. This is the link. Loading, loading, loading. There we go. There we go. Okay, I know it works locally because I've tried it locally, obviously, but I've never tried it. I don't think I've tried it online. Okay, so what does this do? That's the intro scene. It writes to movie, so it should actually show the output. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that seems... The rendering seems to work, which is already good, because that's like half of the... It's half the thing. Yo, Giant Pixels! Nice to see you again. How are you doing? Yo, there we go. Okay, so it does render online as well. Wait, that looked kind of scuffed. What's that transition? What happens there? Wait, was this just an artifact? Lines, surface? No, wait, I can see that. Doing right, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good actually. I've released a new YouTube video today for my Manim tutorial series. And I don't know. The days where I release new content is always pretty fun for me. I'm pretty anxious till the very last moment, till everything is uploaded, and then at some point everything's just there and I don't have to do anything anymore, and it just works. It's pretty, that moment is pretty nice then. Wait, what's that though? That shouldn't look like that. It must be one of these glitches that we have with the OpenGL renderer. Because I'm sure I don't have that locally. Let's check. I've never noticed that, I think. Manim QMP. Renderer OpenGL E05. OpenGL intro. Show yourselves. Dark lines. Show yourselves. Hello world. Shifting. Go away. Lines. Hey, there's no black lines. That's funny. So that's some weird artifact with the renderer. Must be. Closing it down. Okay, where was this? So this should not happen. I don't think this will ever work in the way it should. Right, but the light source, at least that works. Rotation works. Rest looks good actually. What actually happens if I try to use the preview and then use interactive embed here? What does it do then? No such display. Yeah, it can't. It tries to connect to a display, but there's none running because this thing runs on some server somewhere. So yeah. Yeah, bugs indeed. Bugs indeed. I mean, the library works, right? But it's still, there's so much annoying stuff, unfortunately. Anyhow, the online notebook works if people don't mess around with it. And I don't think most people will do that. Good. So that works. And these should work then as well. It's kind of sad that the online environment doesn't support the sort of interactivity. It would be so cool if you had like some sort of interactive video where you could then actually do the same things like on a website as you can locally with this fun preview window. That's kind of weird. Or sad that it doesn't work, but well. It is how it is. I just realized that Manim stands for mathematical animations. Yeah. It does. I think originally I think I'm not actually sure where the name really comes from. I feel like the earliest versions and references I have seen actually pointed in the direction that it would refer to mathematical animation engine. But I think that the engine was dropped. I think it's still present in some places, but yeah, no idea. You could probably make it use an HTML canvas. Yeah, you'd have to change quite a lot of things. Right now, the way it works is Manim renders, well, basically PNGs, so nothing that's vector based, and I'm not sure how that would work properly with a canvas. You can probably do it, and if I were more into like WebAssembly and stuff, it might actually be interesting to take a look at that. We had for some time, there was support for like a WebGL renderer, which would also allow things like that to happen. And actually, one of the former developers, or I mean, he's still there, but he's not active right now. Also worked on something which basically was Manim for the web. But yeah, it's whatever. I don't see something a clean solution for this problem in near future. Anime sounds probably too much like anime. I agree. Although maybe that's appealing. I'm not sure whether that wouldn't be a beneficial name change. Oh well. All right. Those are actually. Wait. That's the wrong thing. That's the problem. So this should go somewhere else. Here. All right. You saw nothing, chat. You saw nothing. No, it's no secret. Didn't leak something yet. All right. Let's look at some stuff. I should probably get coffee because if I start looking at things, I want something hot to drink. And I feel like coffee. Be right back. I'll boil some water and then we actually start looking at some pull requests. I'll play the Cybertruck intro one more because that's actually fun. And that gives me like what, 20 seconds? Should be enough. Be right back. Okay, that wasn't fast enough, but well. Water about to boil, that's good. I think I would at some point like to do like an explainer how this Cybertruck thing is actually rendered and how it works, but I have to learn about shaders myself before that. I don't know anything that would help. So we need to understand what the hell is going on in these 850 lines. Actually makes something out of it. No, I think that's like a project, a longer one. Probably not 140 minutes episode. Yeah, so many. It's crazy what's going on in here. But in the end, I mean, the fun thing is that the thing that you just saw, the Cybertruck thing, basically that's one Manim surface. It's just shaded correctly. What happened to syntax highlight? It's all one string. So this is the shader code is like some C++ like syntax, and it's the language is GSLS, I think. Yeah, GSLS, I think. And yeah, that's the thing. So in the end, all that happens on the Manim side of things is this custom shader is passed, and then one surface is added, and this one surface is everything. It takes care of all of the things happening there. Yo, getting water finished boiling. Be right back again. Almost spilled my coffee. All right, I'm ready. Let's close the Cybertruck. Otherwise I will get tempted to actually start reading the code, and that's not something I want to do today. That's not a Friday evening thing. Okay, let's actually start looking at pull requests. Let's do the easy work first and look at the approved ones, because those should actually just need to merge them. It's not easy status. I always forget. Oh my god. How does it work? Let me think. Why do I never know? Reviews approved. Status approved, review approved. Wait, what? It's review approved, right? Yes, that's the thing. Okay. So we have this and this. Why is this actually? Work in progress, interesting. I proved that already. Weird. Okay, so what does this do? Handle user-defined centers for wiggle animations. Right, that was broken. And I can remember reading an email. Yes. What did I think here? So this fixes a problem that was present when the wiggle animation was passed a custom about point, so that well, it doesn't wiggle around the center but somewhere else. How does wiggle look like? Let's actually check first before I say something wrong. Yeah, right. So it's this pretty much what you would expect when you hear wiggle. And currently, so it should support a scale about point and a rotate about point, but apparently that didn't work. That's a pretty common thing actually. Things like that are broken all the time. So what this pull request fixes is it fixes that these work like this. And I think So he's asking what he has to do. There is this things that don't require something. Yeah, I think especially if it's like most of the default classes work as intended, but as soon as you start passing like keyword arguments that may not even be documented properly, then a lot of time things just break. So yeah, inconvenient, but it is as it is. So what I will reply here is what's in the test indication file. Test indication. Okay, let's answer his question. Quote reply. Okay. Let's say great. Is the font large enough for you guys? I can also increase it some more. Just let me know. It's hard to say from my point of view. All of the preview windows that I see are so small that I definitely can't read anything on it. Large enough? All right. All right. So he found the file. Let's say I don't think it is necessary. So actually, first answer the question about frames comparison. To answer your question regarding frames comparison first, with this decorator, our testing framework, our test framework is made aware of the fact that it should render the render a scene with the following, with the decorated function as the construct method, and then compare the output to data that has been to, how do you say that? Test data? No. Reference data. The .npz files. What's that called? Where are those? Control data. Control data. That's what I actually wanted to say. In the control data directory. I don't think, however, that a frame comparison test actually is necessary here. A normal test that checks, that instantiates wiggle with some custom parameters and then checks that custom about points, and then checks that the two methods you fixed are working as intended, should be fine. Just add a function Python def test wiggle custom about points animation wiggle animation animation equals wiggle It's so annoying that this window is so far down all of the time. I don't know. I hate when that happens. Maybe it's just me, but it just triggers me when I have to write text that's stuck on the bottom of the text field. Wiggle animation equals wiggle, blah blah blah, and then check assert wiggle animation. Wait, wiggle animation dot blah equals blah blah. Wait, I'm let's do it like that. He will understand. Feel free. Feel free to give it a shot. I'm happy to help if you have further questions. Smiley. And comment. All right. So this is one pull request that we don't merge yet, even though it's approved. But we wait until we have some tests added because tests are great. But we should label it. So what's that actually? That's a bug fix. Okay, that's easy. Easy one. All right. Next one. Next one. There was another one that was approved, wasn't there? Ah, yes, I opened it already. This one. Oh, that's mine. What was that? I'm also hesitant to ask contributors to do extra things. I feel exactly the same. But the problem is, kinda is in the state in the current state that the library is in, adding more and more things that are untested and or not properly documented worsens the situation to maybe a point where we can't properly recover from it anymore. Whenever I ask it, I do it in a way where I say, well, would you like to look into that? If not, it's not a problem. We can do that for you as well. Just let us know. That's usually the sort of thing that I do ask. I don't want to merge incremental unstable things. That's kind of the point. In recent times, I've really tried to make sure that all the things that we merge or test, that at least those are properly tested and documented, so that our coverage doesn't drop down. Smart way of phrasing it. Going to steal it from you. Feel free to. But it's I feel exactly the same about asking. Well, could you please add a test, and maybe could you please add some more documentation as well. I feel like it's a good way to speedrun driving people away from contributing to the project. But at the same time, someone has to do it. So it's kind of, yeah. The choice really is between a rock and a hard place. All right, this is tested. This is, and apparently this didn't break anything, which actually I was pretty surprised about, but well. It's already approved. I don't need to do that. It's an enhancement, and we merge it. Enable, and merge. All right. Okay. So I think the easy work is already done. Wait, what else do we have here? Did the guy ever release a new version? That would actually be interesting. Referenced there. Because I can't remember seeing something. Wait, was there a release at some point? 2021 to 12. February 2021. Wait, it's not 2021 anymore, is it? Why doesn't it say the year? No, it's 2022, right? Right? I'm not crazy. No, it's 2022. Yeah, so this didn't... There's no new release there. Can't do that. Oh, successfully merged. Easy. Delete branch. Good. We'll have to forget about 2020 and 2021. Yeah. I feel like 2022 could also be called, like, I don't know, 2020.2. Maybe the second or the third try, actually, of 2020. All right. Version 3.0, yeah. I mean, with how things are going, I'm not sure whether a major version is justified, but otherwise it would maybe be confusing. Okay, so we have to review some new stuff to merge more. What do we start? Where did I stop looking at stuff? It's been a while, unfortunately. Fixed background lines drawn twice in number plane. I don't think I've seen that. What's the date right now? It's like April. Oh my. That must be somewhere around here, I think, where I've stopped looking. Okay, let's see. 2604. But this is a draft pull request, actually. We'll continue soon. Ah, I remember. Wait, this is something I have to look at. I remember this. There was a problem with how the documentation is displayed, unfortunately. Okay, I'll not do, and it's marked as a draft anyway, so it should be fine. Simplifying Manim's color handling, it's a draft, so we don't do that. This one has changes requested. Has there anything happened since? It doesn't look like it. No, the suggestions are still open. I could maybe ask whether this... Let's ask whether there's something happening still here. Any updates here? Comment. It's sad when these nice improvements that there's just little things missing and we can't merge it because, well, people left again. So right now this is stale. Yo, Trollkirche, how you doing? How's your internet? Also, happy weekend. I'm great. Today is content release day, so we have one new YouTube video, which is a nice one, I think. And yeah, I've actually also uploaded. I haven't even told anyone about that. I actually also uploaded the last two YouTube videos, the short ones, where I did some combinatorial generation stuff, so the dragon curve and the dike path enumeration, I actually also turned both of them into TikToks, and I have now 2 published TikTok videos, which, well, I wouldn't have thought I would actually do at some point, but I figured they are already there, so I can just upload it and see what happens. Could watch the 60th anniversary yesterday. Yo, that's the fun thing. We have now, I completely forgot about it as well. We now have follower emotes. So, streamer going to be big in TikTok? I don't think so, but yo, sicher nicht. Nice to see you as well. So many people suddenly here. What happened? Yo, Giant Pixels, you should be able to use follow emotes, right? Can you try to use like this one? Or the mug one? Yeah, it works. That's sweet. I just replicated the emote as well. I hear my headset beeping. I need to see where the cable is. Yo.
Just resubscribed for 2 months. Follower remotes aren't enough for me, Kappa.
Yo, thank you so much for resubscribing. I appreciate it a lot. Although I always say, don't waste your subs on me. I appreciate it though. It's a nice gesture. Ooh. Now you can enjoy your 2 additional emotes, which are actually both, well, I mean the Manim one isn't the follow emote, right? So that's one, and then I think the mug is trash, but yeah, great. Such exclusive. Wow. Yo, I'll be moving back to Austria in at the end of at the end of June, and I have thought about whether I should actually go through the hassle and take the mug with me, because I kind of want to avoid packing too many things that can break easily. But then again, at home I don't have the black mug from the emote, and I would feel bad if I couldn't replicate the emote anymore. I like the mug's mouth, pretty nice curve. All of that is so scuffed. I mean, look at that. Actually, you're right. I think the mouth of the mug is probably the best part about it. But yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so probably I'll have to take the mug when we move back home. Okay. So, this we just looked at and left a comment. Wait, but I was much further down actually. Wait, what did I miss in chat? You could make a mug with the current mug emote print on it. I have a self-printed mug actually at work, and I don't think I've ever shared that. I wonder whether I still can share it somehow. I'm not sure whether I've made a picture. Mugception. For the mug in my office, I have basically, I took a rectangle graph and I took a spanning tree on that, and then I colored it according to a special rule. And I really like how it looks, and people always say how they like how it looks. And it would actually be pretty fun if I produced more of those, because given that there are, I don't know, literal billions of possible spanning trees, everyone would be different, and that's kind of fun, I feel like. You really do love trees? I mean, I do lots of things with trees, indeed. But let me see whether I can show you a picture of the mug. I wonder whether it's still here somewhere. Let me see what we have here. Lots of secret stuff. Can't show you that. Can't show you that. What's that? No. Secret. Secret. Also secret. Stop teasing. Where's my mug? I know that I had it at some point in this directory. I'm sure. No. 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 Nah, that's too recent already. Nah, I don't know. I can take a picture and then post it in my Discord or something like that. Now I want to see it? No. Can't share secrets with you. It's literally stuff I can't share. I don't have a lot of that, but that was in that category. I would be so afraid to accidentally leak secret stuff if we were ever to stream. That happens to me all the time, actually. The issue is I'm on macOS, right? And the issue is very often when I open a new window, it moves to the so like a new Finder window or something like that. It moves to the desktop where the last window of the same type has been opened, I think. And most of the time, this is where I'm extremely lazy and I don't close down anything. So all of my work stuff is currently open, but on like one of these desktops over there. And well, then I leak stuff usually. But it's at this point it hasn't been so bad. And actually, I also live in Sweden right now, so I'm not afraid of leaking my address. That's public knowledge anyways. So you can go and look up where I live if you really wanted to. I don't recommend doing it though, obviously. It's really weird coming from Austria where so many things are, well, handled as GDPR and you can't share that. And here you can literally see like birthdays and home addresses of everyone in the online registry. One day you will ring your doorbell. Well, there's a fun story there. I don't have a doorbell. The literal building I'm living in, it has no doorbell. Whenever someone visits you, they need to know your phone number or have some other means of contacting you. Otherwise they have no way of getting in. Which is, I feel, extremely stupid. I know where your house lives. Well, you actually have been here. It's extremely weird. Doesn't super nice and quiet. It is. It's really nice. Up to the point where you realize, well, if nobody can reach you, then the one service that you would want to reach you, namely the postal service and package delivery, also doesn't reach you. I have not received like a single package which was ordered to my house, because those are usually collected in a nearby postal station, and I always have to go there and pick stuff up, which is extremely annoying. I back in Austria, I've been very, I don't know, I like to order stuff, lots of stuff, and since I live here, I order almost nothing because it's just so annoying to go and fetch it somewhere outside, which makes me sound extremely lazy. Well, I am. Oh, cheers, chat. That's like the one thing I was really surprised to learn about how things work up here. The fact that the postal service is so, well, weird. It's really something. Oh well. Let's review like 1 or 2 more pull requests, then we have done something. I'll actually sit in a train for most of tomorrow. Actually, not for most of tomorrow, but for some time tomorrow, and then I can do more stuff there. I have a city trip planned from tomorrow until Monday, so unfortunately there will be no weekend streams, no stream on Saturday and Sunday. There might be a very late stream on Monday if I manage, but well, maybe also not, so I'll have to make up for it on Tuesday and beyond. It's like I have a hair somewhere here and it's really annoying. Wait, I have to find it, otherwise it will keep annoying. Ah, there it is. Found it. Yeah, we take a trip to Gothenburg and spend Easter there, basically. Just Gothenburg. Yeah. We've been putting it off for quite a while now, and now it's maybe it's time to do stuff like that. There's still so much more traveling I want to do before we move back to Austria, actually, but for some reason time flies by so fast, and then well, stuff happens that makes me feel like I don't want to travel, and then well, it is how it is. Now I'm looking forward to staying in another city for once again, traveling a little bit, doing some sightseeing. It will be fun. Time flies by too fast? Yeah, definitely. It's been really crazy. Like the past year, I've been here in Sweden since May. It's been more or less about a year at this point, and time just flew by. I don't know. It's really crazy if I think about it. But generally speaking, I don't know. I mean, time ran by pretty fast also before the pandemic, but I feel since the pandemic, everything is just one giant, I don't know. Everything is so undistinguishable anymore. Because, well, my days have been pretty undistinguishable. I sit most of the days, at least when I'm in home office, I sit most of the time in front of my desk. I do the things I do, and then I go to sleep at some point, then rinse and repeat. Whenever there's the same, yeah, I feel exactly the same. Kind of annoying, but it is how it is. Can't really change it, except, well, do more things. Okay, let's look at that. Axis lines are always visible even if you set the stroke opacity to 0. This is because background lines are drawn twice at axis. Wait, what, really? A range from 0 to the min of x max minus x min and x max in step size. Wait. What's happening here? Wait, is this actually true? Are the lines actually drawn twice? Wait. Let's try to understand this, chat. So where are we? Coordinate systems. Coordinate system. Maybe try spelling it correctly, then it might work. All right. So where is this? Line 24, 26. Is this such a long line? Such a long file? Jesus. Well, all the Access stuff is in here. 24 something. There we go. Min-max used in the case range does not include 0. I like this method type of programming. Yeah, me too. Me too. It's fun if you have to look at it and then think a little bit about it and then maybe even make a little sketch and then at some point you figure out whether whatever you're doing is working out or not. So what do we have here? The A range is you give a start point and a stop point, and then you iterate in this step size and get points from there. So if we go and check from import numpy as np A range. So if I go from 0 to 5 in steps of 0.25, that's exactly that, right? Yeah. So we start at 0 and go to the minimum of x max minus x min and x max. So if x min is negative, this would just be x max. And otherwise, if it's positive, it would be the difference. And in the other case, we take the max of the two. And then... Why is this written so complicated? What do we even need to do? If 2, 6, the range becomes 0, 4. Oh. Why don't you say that? I mean, okay, it's standing there. I just have to read it. So the question is, why write it like that? Inputs in ranges. We add lines. And x is the shift value. Why actually is this shifted and not just... I mean, I understand what they're doing here, but why is this shifted and why isn't this just moved to the corresponding point in the graph? So in the axis. Why don't we use the local coordinate system? Why do we do this? That's kind of weird to me. But well, it is how it is. We don't go and rewrite that now. I just want to understand what the fix actually does. Ah, so the line at 0 in the origin, that's drawn twice because it reaches from 0. It starts from 0 both times. So this construction here, this will give zero 4 and then 0 2. But in wait, I don't understand that. I think this is different around. Okay. So this is from 0 to -2, and this should be from minus step 2 there. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. Approve. Why is this not working? Because the control data probably is broken. But why didn't we see this in the number of lines that are drawn? Wait. This is what's the class? This is number line? Number plane. Let's see. If we go Manim, no wait, Python, from Manim import number line, no, number plane, and then we create a number plane. Plane equals number plane with default arguments. Is this smart? Maybe. And then we check plane dot background lines. That's a group of I don't know how many lines. Of 24 lines. And the range, x range, from -7 to 7, so that's 15. And the y range from -4 to 4. So if we draw from -4 to 4, that's like 8. 8 plus 1, because there's one at 0. So that's 9 lines there. And the x range should be from 7 to 7, so that should be 15. Yeah, so 15 plus 9. Surprisingly, that's 24. So this is correct. So we need to check what happens if we change the x range and the y range. But why doesn't this... Is this not problematic in the case where we... So if we go from 0 to min of... Wait, I don't have NumPy. NumPy imported right now. Import NumPy as NP. NPA range from 0 to 7 minus 7 is 14 and 7, so that's just 7 in steps of 1 is 0 to 6. 7 is not included. I see. So if we actually render this, wait. If we actually render this, class np scene def construct self plane equals number plane, should just have counted self.add plane. Okay, manim qmp example file np. Let me quickly check that I don't leak something. I wouldn't have. Okay, let's count together, chat. How many lines do you see? I'll actually let you count and I'll quickly make some more coffee or tea actually. I'll be right back. Count the number of horizontal and vertical lines. And make sure to recount them. In vertical, 7 horizontal. Sesame Street stream. It's true. It's true. To be entirely fair, I don't know whether we have a line down there and I don't know whether we have a line up there. So what I have to unfortunately do is re-render, but with a slightly scaled out plane. Scale 0.9. Let's render again. But we don't have lines there. No, we don't have, don't worry, we don't have to count again. But that's interesting. That's actually interesting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You counted correct. Good job, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 plus 15, which is 22. And 7 plus 15 being equal to 22 does not fit to... Does not fit to... Does not fit to 24. So actually, the report from the thing here is completely correct. Some lines are drawn twice. You can actually see it pretty nicely if you color them correctly. I'll be right back. Give me one moment. Okay, we're going for rhubarb and vanilla tea today again. Let me just rearrange some stuff here because right now I don't even have space to put down my thing. Oh, wait. We managed. Okay, so we understand one thing. The thing that I don't understand yet is which tea? Rhubarb and vanilla. I said just now. Maybe wait. Is your stream delayed maybe again? Happens, but it's no worries, no worries. Sorry, I still buffering. Yeah, no worries. Why does this change fix it? And why the comment above it doesn't really make sense, does it? Maxmin used in case range does not include 0. That is, if 2-6, the range becomes 2-4 and not 0-6 and 0-4. But the code below doesn't have anything to do with just the case of min-max not in the 0 not being included in the range. That's weird. So it's definitely because of the A range here. Yeah, that's certainly right. That's certainly right. So what this basically does is it you know what I'm okay. I understand. The issue is if we were to change this in a way that we just replace all of that by xmin to xmax, then it is possible that the distances, the step size would do weird stuff. So if the step size should be 1 and we started like say minus 3.5, then we wouldn't hit the origin properly. And by starting the A range always from 0, we make sure that we move the vertical and horizontal lines centered from 0, so to say. Okay, so that actually it makes sense. I don't like it, but I mean, okay, I don't have to like it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's do the following. I'll approve this. Not the royal we. This is just because I'm streaming right now. I've checked the change. Looks good to me. I'll fix the control data and then merge. What if step is 1.5? Would that break stuff? As long as you start centered at 0 for both axes, there will be a regular grid, and that might not necessarily. I mean, there could still be a regular grid, but it might look scuffed. That's the problem, I think. So the solution with starting these A ranges at 0 actually is smart in the sense that it's flexible while still keeping the actual origin of the grid that you're constructing in the origin of the axis. So I think that's the reason. Submit. Okay. Now let's fix the control data, because obviously that doesn't work. How much is broken actually, I wonder? Show us. 6 failed. Number plane, test plot derivative graph, test coordinate system. Yeah, I mean, that none of that is surprising. Okay, how do we fix stuff? 2634. Check out 2634. Let's first make sure that the tests are failing in the same way for me locally. What were the tests? Test coordinate systems, test number plane. Wait, what? That's a normal test? Wait, what's that? Test coordinate system. Test number plane. Where do we assert? Ah, yes. The test is actually wrong. Wait. Normally these values would be need. There's an overlapping pair of lines at the origin. What happened in that PR? Huh. So this is wrong. How wrong? It just says 3 equals 4. Yeah, someone already spotted the extra lines. But that should have been fixed and not put in a comment. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's... that just means we fix it now. How can we fix it? I mean, I could just hard code the values actually. So there's a number plane with x range equals x range. What's the x range? Ah, oh my god. Changing a test instead of fixing the bug. Yep. Is it always -1? Let's try. We subtract 1 to account for the fact that... Wait, before I write a comment, let me actually check whether this works. PyTest, wait, I'm in example scenes. PyTest, tests, test coordinate system. This code knows what you want to type. It does. Copilot is pretty cool. 1 failed. 7 equals 6. Oh my god. Oh, now we have to start thinking. That's annoying. I know why it I have an idea why this works the way it does. So here's the problem. Here's the problem. In the image that we rendered earlier, actually, the problem is actually visible in this image, because here in the vertical lines, that reaches from -7 point something to +7 point something, -7.11 to +7.11, and the horizontal lines, the y range reaches from -4 to 4. And if the endpoints are integers, the line is actually not drawn. If we now look at the calculation that happens in this test here, where we just take the difference of end minus start and the floor for that for the x lines and the ceiling for that for the y lines, then I think these two cases will be treated differently, and that's a problem. So if we go and we need to count how often these endpoints are actually integers, or how often these endpoints are multiples of the step length. Oh, that's really annoying. What are the combinations here? So we have the combinations positive range, positive range, positive, negative, negative, positive, and negative, negative range. Wait, maybe it's just for... Maybe it's just for the X lines though. Wait. Is this just like this maybe? Wait. Run PyTest again. I actually should have read the stack trace of the failing test. It always fascinates me how such a small bug change can require so much thinking. Yeah, it's super annoying. 7 equals 6. So it might be this one and not this one. Please? Okay, we just try to find a configuration that works, and then we think whether that actually 4 equals 3. Okay, so we have a problem. So we actually have a problem. None of my combinations make sense. Oh. Okay. Wait, which ones fail actually? Which ones fail? Before that was a 7 and 6 discrepancy, right? It's kind of annoying. 4 equals 3, assert. So if we do this, then the second assert is wrong. If I do neither, then still this, no, then the first assert was probably wrong. Let's check the case. That would be interesting. Three equals 4. But which one? So we're looking for a case where the floor of y end minus y start is 4. Y end y start. So this should be one of these cases. This one probably. There it is 7. There it is. Well, it's in both of these cases actually. End minus start is 4. And here end minus start is also 4. So the problem is with the negative y ranges. What's even happening here? What are these? Why are these so random? Wait, what? Two, 5, 4.25, 6, 4.5, 2.75. 2, 2.75. Why are these like that? It triggers me that they are not sorted. It actually does. Okay, but the x values and y values, they are not relevant. Wait, why are these passed in here anyways? Are these actually used? Like anywhere? If I delete it here, then I delete this 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 here, then I delete this. Why did we have random numbers here? I mean, it will still not work because the test is currently broken, but why? What was the point of these? I really wonder. Okay, well, I mean, something, right? There's something. Okay. So, next question. What happens if 0 is not included in that range? So, if this is actually... both of those are positive, because the minimum is somewhere on the negative end and the maximum is on the positive end somewhere. So this means we take them the minimum of the student. So from 0 to x max in the determined step size, and then we go from 0 to where? From 0 to The maximum of the minimum minus the maximum, that's very small. And the minimum. So this is the smaller one. What does NumPy do? Python from import numpy snp np a range from 0 to -7 in step size -1. 0 -1 minus 2 minus 4. Okay. And if both of those are on the positive end, what happens then? Then I take, like, this would be NPA range from 0 to 4 in this example here, where we go from 2 to 4 in step range of 1. And the second one would be NPA range from 0. Well, actually from minus step, so -1 to the minimum minus the maximum for 2 and 6 is -4, and the minimum is just 2, so this is 2. In steps of -1. And that's an empty one. Okay, so if but then I don't understand why it doesn't work correctly. So here we should have 4 lines. But why don't we have 4 lines? Wait. What happens here? Why exactly does it fail? This is too much thinking for a Friday evening? It really is. I just wanted to quickly regenerate the test data and be done with this. Oh my. I know why this PR wasn't finished at any point. I understand now. So this is fine. But why? When exactly does this fail? I would like to know the case. Wait, we can find it out. Let's go here, let's go here, let's go here, let's go. Here, test coordinate system, test number plane. Show me. Show me the failing test. Show me text message, test message. So in this case, whatever it is exactly, I should debug it. We should maybe debug it. We can actually, it's not hard. We just go in here, we go, let's say, here. Which one is actually failing? Well, it doesn't matter. We debug. Go. Orange line. Am I dissolving here? Looks like it. It just failed? Hey. Ah, wait, I know why this doesn't work. Oh, that's annoying. Because this. We need to remove some stuff here. Basically all of the coverage report things. Coverage Manim, coverage report, XML. We remove all of this. Minus N auto, we also remove this load file. We remove all of it. Now it should work. Show us. There we go. I'm still not sure why this import error always happens, but we're just going to ignore it. We will just ignore it. That's completely unrelated, just a breakpoint that I had there. Continue. Until we at some point reach the thing in our test. Maybe. There we go. That took forever. Okay, so what do we have? We have 7 Y lines. We step over this. We have 4 X lines. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there are 4. So this is a case where everything is okay. We continue. Next one. We step over and then we take a look. We have 4 and 7, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3. So this is the case where it fails. Plane is a number plane. What's the X range and what's the Y range? It should be far down. The X range is from 0 to 7 in steps of 1, and the Y range is from -6 to -2 in steps of 1. So something is happening on the negative side of things. Oh, I think I understand. Wait, I think I understand what's happening. The problem is, let me pour some tea, then I seem extremely smart when I do that. The problem is, the fix that is applied always removes the additional line that is removed. It always removes it from the left end of the plane. So basically, these two lines, where do we have them? These two lines separate, drawing the horizontal or the vertical lines, whatever you want. These lines separate into the right part, like right of the origin and left of the origin. Now, if everything is on the right side, so if we only have positive values, then this first part draws the line and everything works as expected. But if everything is on the negative side and on the left of the origin, then this part here starts drawing too late, because it doesn't know that this part here will not contribute to 0, because I assume that in this case there will probably be, so if both are negative, x max and x min, then this will be a negative value, and the A range from 0 to some negative value with a step size of 1 will be empty. So there should be a 0 in there, but there isn't. And that's the problem. So the actual solution to this might be to do something like this. Because now neither the left side nor the right side right side rely on this first line being drawn. And we maybe, if we just remove this and then call the test again, because I think the computation makes sense, unfortunately. Work. 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 Tests passed. Int object is not iterable. Oh, wait, that's on me. Because this should be like this. Don't like that, but I mean. But what if the range is from 4 to 9 or something like that? Will it also add 0? Yes, it will, but that's fine. This 0 here only means that from the origin of the graph, shift the line by 0. So you can see this is the thing that's happening here. It takes the amount and shifts it from the origin of the graph, which is where line, I hope, is initialized at some point. Yeah, it's a line that reaches from x is parallel to. It's just this line that sits in the origin of the drawn axis thing, and that gets shifted left and right, and those are these values. Okay, so we fixed it again, and now do the right thing, please. Please. Green, 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 green. Oh, it's not green. Wait, what does it? Assertion error. 7 equals 8. Ah. Different step values. Now something is broken. Wait. No, but that's okay. But that's okay, I think. Let's check. Sanity check. So what does the test say? The test says down here, if we have a number plane reaching from -5 to 5 in a step size of 0.5 and one from -8 to 8 in a step size of 2, where would be the lines? So the lines would be the x lines should be, and with x lines I mean the vertical ones, they should be at 0, 2, 4, 6, not at 8, and in the other direction at -2, -4, and -6. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be 7. Because the duplicate has not been fixed there. And here, let's actually replace that and say horizontal lines. And the vertical lines that spans from -5 to 5 in a step size of 0.5, which would mean we have one at 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. Wait, that's 20. It should probably be 19 or something like that. 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, and not at 5. And then these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 plus 9 plus 1, which would be 19. Can I just do like a plus minus or something like that? so that it stays somewhat readable. Plus minus 2, plus minus thing, plus minus thing, plus minus thing, plus minus thing, plus minus thing. And let's break the line maybe at some point. Okay, so that's 7 and 19, and now it should work. If it doesn't work again, I'll be extremely mad. No, I won't, but... Green, 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 green. Fingers crossed, chat. Green. Did it. All right, fixed one test. But the others are graphical unit tests. So those should be easy to fix. And we simplified this test as well, which is actually pretty sweet. Let's make some changes. Test coordinate system. This one we simply commit and say simplified and fixed test. Added comments. Oop. Oh, I should save it first. Okay, just an empty line. All right, added comments, commit. Then next step, coordinate systems. This one is an actual fix. Fixed background lines drawn when both xmin, xmax are negative. Done. And then we just have to check whether we have to check the situation for the remaining tests, but that should be easy now. PyTest. So what were those? All of those are in test graphical units, test axis, test coordinate systems, and test vector scene. Okay. Let's start with the test axis one. Tests, test graphical units, test axis. Do your thing. F in chat. No, actually not F in chat. F in terminal. Yeah, but that's fine. So the one tested, this one we expected fail, so we can just regenerate the test data for that. Now in chat and in terminal. PyTest set test tests test. Wait, I can just copy this, right? Copy, paste, execute, passed, done. Okay, regenerated one set of test data. We just need to do it for the others as well. I could just copy these here. Wait, let's check test coordinate systems. PyTest test coordinate systems. One, two, three should fail if the thing is still the same. Great. So we'll regenerate all three of those. Set tests. Do it. In an ideal world, only 3 of them would be regenerated. There might be more if there's substantial difference. No, actually not. Perfect. Implicit graph, line graph, and number plane. That's exactly the 3 that were failing, right? Ah, 4. So which were the ones? So there can be some minor differences in rendering that are like OS dependent. And we don't usually want to update all of the test cases, just if there are some minor differences. But test number plane, test line graph, and test number plane log. Implicit graph is not in the list. Discard. Okay, so these 3, 1, 2, 3, and then there's one more. Test vector scene. Test vector scene. Testing. F. Curiously, this test passes. Huh. Okay, I mean, we can try and see what the CI says. Vector chords. Maybe by changing the thing we are still within the boundary, but I still find that actually kind of weird. We'll see what happens. How far over the tolerance are we? Vector space scene, this is the one. Ah, okay, this is very, very small. I should just commit it. Let's commit it. Wait, did I set test? Oh, well, then I'm not surprised. Okay, so I actually regenerated the data already. Then it's not surprising. Okay. Regenerated. Control data of failing tests. There we go. And now we push. And hope. Closing. Reloading. The push worked. Now we just need to see whether the tests run through correctly. And if they do, I'd be willing to merge this. Ugh, flashbang. All right. Fun. That was a good brain teaser. I like that. Surprisingly complicated to think about. Did not expect that actually. All right. We have like 8 minutes. We could look at one more. And then I think I don't want to look at further ones. I do want to comment on the proof of concept, but I'll do that tomorrow. Fix bar chart not updating when height is 0. That might be a easy one. Okay, no, it isn't. Okay. AD Chaos has already reviewed, so I don't need to review technically. And there are still some suggested changes which have not been applied. So I think this is just as it is. Daryl has reviewed this. Okay, that all of these 3 suggestions seemed reasonable, right? By far the most commonly used command in the library is the render command, and removing the comma after by far. I think that's fine. I'm not an expert on English commas, but I don't think that by far has to have one afterwards. So we add to batch, which is used to render scenes to an output file. It depends on how you read it, whether you read it as to render the scene or render multiple scenes to an output file. What's more natural? Any opinions, chat? Would you feel which is used to render the scene parentheses s, or which is used to render scene parentheses s? It's kind of weird. To this day, I feel I place commas after that, so I don't think my opinion is qualified. Let's read the full thing. Can I somehow only... by far the most commonly used command in the command interface is the render command, which is used to render the scene to an output file. Manim provides an extensive configuration system that allows it to adapt many different use cases. There are many configuration options that can be configured at different times. Each option can be configured programmatically or at the time the library is first imported. The most common, simplest, and recommended way to set the configuration. The most common, simplest, and recommended way to set the configure Manim? Well, that's not right. The most common, simplest, and recommended way to set Manim's configuration to configure Manim is by the command interface. Blah blah blah. By far the most commonly used command in the command interface is the render command, which is used to render the scenes to an output file. I think someone's nitpicking about commas but missing a complete discovered sentence. It happens sometimes. Which is used to render the scenes to an output file. No, I think I like this suggestion more, which is used to render scenes to an output file. But I feel like both would be more or less correct here, actually. So yeah, let's add it to the batch. It should be fine. However, since Manim, that's fine. Where was the last suggestion? Here. Whether or not it has an associated CLI flag. See the bottom of this document for a list of all CLI flags and all config options. For a list of all CLI flags and config options. That's fair. That's fair. We can remove the second and. Yeah, rest is fine. So let's finish my review. I'll leave it as a comment. Wait, but then I should actually just... I'll just comment, submit, and then I'll go in here, again, click on add to batch, on all of these, and then we commit. Easy. And now this should be fine. Thank you for your efforts. I've applied the suggestions from the review. Added one more suggestion myself. I've added one more suggestion myself and applied all of the suggestions. This is good to go now. Smiley. Approve. And yeah, that's it. One change requested. That was Daryl's with the suggestions, yes. Dismiss review. Changes have been applied. I can't type today. Dismiss. Yep. All right. So one uses old school emotes in GitHub comments. I always use old school emotes, except, well, sometimes. No, I don't know. I like to use the normal smiley. But I'm old. So maybe it's that. Okay. Should we scroll over it once more, or should we just merge? I think we just merge it, right? What should go wrong? I use them too, just not on Twitch. I used them here too. Giant pixel, the same idea. We update and then enable auto merge. Confirm. Done. Labels. This was documentation. Twitch can't talk. Twitch makes a nice image of them, nevertheless. Indeed, indeed. I very much like both of the normal smiley emotes. In many instances, I don't like them actually, but on Twitch they are fine. All right. How's our other PR doing? Good. Tests have run successfully. I like the speech bubble ones. Me too. Me too. Me too, actually. Great. So this looks good. Let's see whether it also passes on the other OSs, and then if this goes through, I'll also merge this a bit later. But we don't need to wait around for that. We can actually start doing something else. What's the time? Oh, okay, it's 11:30. Almost. So what I'll do is I'll go and switch to some game now. My problem with Slay the Spire is that the run takes rather long, and if I start one now, we will not be done at any point. Did you slay the Spire yesterday? I did actually. We finally managed to beat the Spire with Watcher. It was extremely scuffed in the end. But yeah, we managed. Close, but we did it. Yeah, I felt good afterwards. A game. Shocking, isn't it? Guess I have to watch the what now? It's fine if you watch like the last 5 minutes or so, the final boss fight. It was not, the run actually wasn't that scuffed. The fight against the big head was pretty rough. And then the fight against the final boss was actually, that was really, really close. Other than that, it was fine. So yeah, let me quickly open up Steam and then we can maybe look at some options. Blop. Also, my hair is getting way too long. Let me quickly check my phone. Haha. Okay, so things are happening. Just want to check that I didn't miss any comments. GeoGuess is also an alternative while waiting. It would be if I intended to return to doing more PRs afterwards, but I don't think I will. Let me quickly check Steam though. GeoGuessr would be fun. I could play around. Let me check. Let me quickly check what I could offer otherwise. I see him in culture as well. Huh. So I guess one more or less obvious option would be Vampire Survivors, because that's really short-ish. And I can basically kill the run whenever I want to. Which is not so easy for Slay the Spire. But on the other hand, it would also be fun to play like a round or two of GeoGuessr. What do you feel like, chat? Should we play a round of GeoGuessr and then maybe reconvene after? Or should we just go for Vampire Survivors? Any opinions? Yes. All right, chat wants GeoGuessr. So wait. What was the website? Because we played a different version when I did it last. And we can just play the Geotastic, right? That was the one. We could also just play the normal GeoGuessr, I guess. Don't you have to pay there? Play free now. I need an account. But this would be, I would be willing to do that. But I already have a Geotastic account actually, so maybe we just log in there. All right. Oh, you can't see anything. My bad, chat. My bad. Oh, my key bindings are broken again. That's why you can't see anything.